he brought home his superstar wife Elizabeth Taylor. On another occasion, he joined in song with his old friends.
Very sneaky, that.
Bragging with the cameras.
That'll probably give you a gist. Why are you pointing your end down the road? Oh, it might have been. You actually need
Yes.
So I presented the mayor with a copy of his birth certificate, which I've had framed. So I'd like you to take a shot of that, if you would. Right, I've got it here.
Could you hold it sort of really push it out towards us? So we can that's it. That's fine. Who are you?
You can see that it says to Danabont, which is this house. There is.
Who's on
Push
Big
can.
Trevor?
Just give him a boot.
Trevor's fine.
Graham, where are you going to put it when it's in?
The last one was
Which is part of the centenary of cinema, 1896 to 1996. This was my opportunity to thank Richard Burton for everything he's done. So I was able to nominate him, and I was very, very grateful that Cinema 100 accepted my nomination. I think really it's pleasing today that this is Richard Burton's 73rd birthday to the day. Tomorrow, is it? I thought it was still. I beg your pardon. Somebody's written it down wrong. And really, it is a wonderful occasion for me and for probably everybody else. We've got a plaque now, which is perfect for him. I'd like to ask the mayor to take over from that.
Thank you very much. Before I unveil the plaque, could I say a few words about Richard Burton? And we must remember it's a celebration today. It's a celebration of the gift of Richard Burton to the world of cinema and stage. Richard Burton was born here in 1925 in Danabont. And while Richard lived in many countries around the world, this was always home to Richard Burton, Danabont on Crwydwen. And we're very, very proud of Richard and the fame and recognition that he's brought to this part of Wales. The world is proud of Richard Burton and everything that he achieved. I don't think we've seen anyone since or before like Richard Burton and what he did for cinema and the stage itself. and it's my pleasure to unveil this plaque today in commemoration of Richard Burton's life.
Richard his first opportunity on the stage. He also gave him the first opportunity on film, and it's 50 years now when the film The Last Days of Galway was made in North Wales in Rhydymain, Dolgellau. From the bottom of my heart, I know you were my brother's godson, but from the bottom of my heart, I wish to thank you and pass it on through the heavens to your father.
Thank you very much.
David Bedo is here. Roger Kennedy. These two are the proud owners of the house now, and they've been very cooperative all their lives. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Elizabeth, Sally and me. There's going to be words later on.
I never thought we'd get Elizabeth and Sally.
Oh, thanks.
Excuse me, could we have a word? Oh, here we are, back in the valley, back in the Dodge country. He was so anchored here. Wherever he was in the world, this, as my brother just said, this was home. What are your best memories of him? Bringing him wherever he was on vacation, giving him the I'm glad I didn't have to do it in the last few years. I think I used to remember saying once, when we did have a meeting about 15 years ago, and it was, you know, Wales 11, somewhere else 15, and the rest is silence. The rest is silence. He wouldn't be a very happy man now if I was calling him at the store. What about this story about you? Absolutely. Also when I go to America. I idolize it.
It wasn't like that when it was this is not what Richard Moore's ring, or this stuff around. That's me. No, it was a regular man's ring, and I've had all of this name. Oh no, so we must have had yeah, but I've had it remade into this. Great welcome. So
So, Sally Burton, what do you think Richard would have made of today's event?
well, he probably would have found it quite humbling, really, you know, and he obviously would have been very proud, but thrilled. There's a whole lot of different feelings he would be having.
Why was this place so special to him? Why did he visit so often? He went all over the world with marvellous things.
Because this is where he came from. And Richard, I believe, did his own bit for cutting through the class barriers, bringing down the class system. And he never forgot where he came from. And he had a very privileged life, a wonderful life, and I think he realised that people here adored him and were very proud of him, and he wanted to share the love.
How do you feel about coming back here after, 14 years?
Well, I've been back quite a number of times, period. But people are getting to know me, you know, and they're always giving such a warm welcome. They're incredibly kind.
What do you feel about this idea? We've got so many marvellous film stars from around this area, Ray Milland, Anthony Hopkins, your late husband, etc. This idea of having some kind of Hall of Fame in the area to highlight it. To what extent do you support that?
I think it is extraordinary, but so, you know, those vast talents came from this small area, and they all went off and captured the world. So I think it would be fantastic, and if it inspires people and enriches their lives, reinforces what great talent there is in Wales, then I'm all for it.
That's great.
And what's this thing that I'm on?
Right, my friend? Okay. Oops, sorry.